Picture this. A glittering evening turns deadly. A body is found, secrets spill, and everyone's a suspect. Murder on the Orient Express steams into the Zach Theater stage January 21st through March 1st with intrigue, elegance, and jaw-dropping 1930s grandeur. Agatha Christie's iconic whodunit is packed with twists, deception, and edge-of-your-seat suspense. Perfect for fans of mystery, elegance, and gasp-worthy storytelling. So get your tickets now at zachtheater.org. Safe Alliance is Austin's leading organization helping survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and trafficking escape abuse and rebuild their lives. Right now in Austin, 88 people are waiting for Safe's emergency shelter. Nearly 40 of them are children. If every person in the Austin Metro gave just $1 a month, it would house 1,000 people every night. So start your monthly gift today at safeaustin.org/citycastgives. That's SAFEAUSTIN.org/citycastgives. $1, huge impact. Happy Friday. It is the Friday News Roundup. The week is over, and we are here on CityCast Austin to talk about the big news that happened in our city this week. We're going to talk about new lawsuit that's facing the Texas Education Agency, Dirty Six redesign, and our weekend plan. It's Friday, January 9th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I am here with our newsletter editor, Kelsey Bradshaw. What's up, Kelsey?
Hello.
And our contributor, Eric Webb. What's up, Eric? Welcome back.
Nikki, my darling, hello.
It's good to have you here. So first up, just when you thought the Charlie Kirk news cycle was over, it's back. This week, the Texas American Federation of Teachers, and that is the union that represents our teachers, is challenging the state over investigations tied to teachers' online posts in the aftermath of Kirk's death. So here are some things that we should know. As of October, the Texas Education Agency was investigating over 350 complaints that some teachers across the state made inappropriate social media remarks about Kirk in the days following his death. And then Texas AFT filed a federal lawsuit on Tuesday arguing TEA's investigations violate I said violate weird, but arguing that TEA's investigations
No, I liked it.
Violate. I needed to really get that
violate.
word in there. They violate teachers' rights of free speech and targets educators for posts made off duty. So they didn't make these posts in the classroom. They didn't talk about it in the classroom in the scope of their work. They minded their business on social media and said whatever they said.
Okay, that was going to be my question, was were they posting this as a classroom together and making the kids participate? Okay.
Nope. And so this lawsuit comes after a September 12th letter TEA Commissioner Mike Morath sent to superintendents across the state, urging them to report improper posts made by teachers. So now we got snitches involved. It's unclear what all 350 complaints allege exactly, but some districts have responded by suspending and firing employees. In a state where we already need teachers, they're already poorly paid, and y'all are firing people that still want to be here. So more stuff to know. The union is arguing that this is unfair disciplinary action and, quote, solely for their speech without any regard to whether the posts disrupted school operations in any way. The lawsuit notes that the letter has led to inconsistent enforcement across districts, also adding that the agency did not issue similar letters when teachers posted about the assassinations of Democratic Minnesota lawmakers Melissa Horman and John Hoffman. And with this case, the union hopes the federal court will block TEA's policy, retract the letter, and issue new guidance clarifying that personal commentary isn't reportable.
Well, and the lawsuit was filed in a federal court in Austin, so we'll really be able to watch it play out.
Yeah. The Texas Tribune says TEA hasn't commented on the pending legal matter, but said 95 investigations are still in review, while others have either been dismissed or unsubstantiated. So here's my first question. Do you think that teachers have to walk an ethical tightrope online? Like where, they have to be aware of their personal free speech clashing with their role as public educators.
I think no. Okay, wait. What I mean to say, obviously they do walk a tightrope. That is happening. But
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't matter what they post online unless they're posting, something extremely harmful or racist or, something that's actual hate speech. But saying I didn't like this conservative activist, I don't think that really falls under that. And also, growing up, I feel like I remember going to public school, as long as your teachers didn't, try and talk to you about their political ideologies, their religious beliefs, anything like that, you just keep it out of the classroom and you live your life. I have no idea what any of my teachers were outside of school. And maybe people think this matters more now because social media is just bigger than it was. But
yeah. What about you, Eric?
It's, to me, just another example of this clownery and buffoonery that we are seeing and have been seeing forever around if someone on the far right says that something is, bad or one way or something, it's not hateful or whatever. There's now this, this tendency in the public square to treat that as an equivalent viewpoint or something. If someone says something hateful or harmful on social media and they're a teacher, and that would, if a student found out or something, or if it indicated attitudes maybe that if they said something super racist or super homophobic or something that indicated that made students uncomfortable, or that maybe impacted their ability to teach and treat all students and provide a safe learning environment for students, that's one thing. However, this just is another example of a bunch of people in bad faith saying that for political points and social capital, saying, oh, they said this thing that's awful. You can't just treat that because it's inconvenient and you don't like that. You can't say, well, that's hateful, say that that's hateful. No, there's a definition for these things. So I think it's almost the wrong conversation to say, should teachers be held responsible for things they say offline, because it's all just a bunch of nothing.
But I think it's teachers are people and we forget about that. So what you're telling me is that in order to educate our children, we have to have no opinions. Teachers can't have any opinions. But they are people too. They have the same rights of free speech as everybody else should have a free speech, whether they're I love Charlie Kirk so much, or whether they're ding dong, the witch is dead, whichever, that's their business. Get out of their business.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a history teacher in, I think, 11th grade. This man routinely slept in class. And when I say sleep, I mean feet kicked up on the desk, mouth open, snoring, having a whole ass nap.
Go off, King.
Go off, having a whole ass nap. And he was just I work 2 jobs. You guys are in AP history. You don't need me to teach you anything. And then my man would just take a nap several days throughout the week. And then if you would wake him up, he would give us stuff to read. And then if you would wake him up, he had this eraser that he had shoved tacks inside of the eraser, the backs of tacks he had shoved inside of the eraser. And then he would just fling that eraser at you if you woke him up. Now look, is that a great way to treat children? No.
I was on the side before the tack eraser, I will say.
Right. Is that a great way to treat children? No. But this man was the history teacher at my school for some crazy, 25 years. And so I say that to say, maybe you should be worried about other shit that teachers are doing. Maybe you should be thinking about, are our teachers overworked? Do they have to take naps in class because they're not paid enough money? Do they, there are so many other things that we could be doing with our time when it comes to our educators and supporting them that don't revolve around some shit that they said on their personal social media.
Isn't that evergreen, though? There's so many better things we could be doing with our time than these absurd witch hunts and wild goose chases.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And also, that's what I was going to say. To your point, Kelsey, it is different now. Everything is online. And like, I didn't have any idea what that man did for a living. I didn't know if he had, I didn't know anything about my teachers growing up. Nothing. And so now online, it's different. Everybody can see everything you're doing.
It's interesting because Republicans are also the side of like free speech is dying at our colleges. And, they're very concerned about free speech, which like, absolutely, we should all be very concerned about free speech. But like, okay, so only some free speech. so only when it doesn't come to your guy kind of thing.
The last question that I want to ask you about this, like, who do y'all think? Well, Eric, I feel like you have already told us your answer. Like, it don't matter. Stop. It don't matter, girl. But if we thought about it, who gets to decide when a post crosses the line? Like, who do you think should be the decider? Is it the district? Is it the state? Is it like the public? Like, who, if there is a decider in this imaginary world, who should be the decider?
I think it's kind of, unfortunately, like a tough question to answer, because you would want to say, oh, like the people who this is in their purview. But like when you have the head of education in the state of Texas doing things like this, when you can't even agree on like a common public definition of racism or like hatred or hate speech or something,
right,
it becomes really tricky. And I think that's kind of like the problem we're seeing like in a lot of different, spaces, but it definitely doesn't seem like what a teacher says about one guy should be something that is like being mandated from a state level. That feels very much like a district or campus like level decision.
I was going to say, it should be the district. It should absolutely not be the public, because then no one would ever speak a word about anything ever again in their lives. Like if we left everything up to the public, there'd be no books in schools. Like they wouldn't teach math, and teachers wouldn't be allowed to say anything at any point.
And the earth would be flat. Yeah.
Wait, it's not? Just kidding.
Nice. Noise.
It's absolutely up to the district. To me, that's a clear, like,
absolutely.
And maybe if you have to, because of the way things are now, maybe that's a job. You get one person that can just be like, nope, we don't care about that. Nope, we don't care about it. Just like one person in the district whose entire job is
the district can decide if they even want to do that. If they even want to have a person to be checking social media. Let them live. I don't know. Unless you're sent a post of somebody doing Nazism on their Facebook page, I feel like we're good. I don't know.
I agree. I don't have to agree with shit that you say online. Like, that's not my business. So, I mean, yeah, I'm hoping that this will come to the most logical conclusion and not some bullshit. Moontower Comedy Festival returns to Austin April 8th through 19th, 2026, and I, for one, cannot wait. This is one of the biggest comedy festivals in North America. We're talking about a 2-week comedy onslaught with over 150 of the world's top and emerging comedians taking over downtown Austin for nonstop stand-up, podcasts, and parties, performing everywhere from fancy arena shows to the sweet, sticky floors of intimate comedy clubs. Headliners include Mark Maron, Leslie Jones, Kathy Griffin, and more. Tickets and badges are on sale now, and there are so many options to choose from. You can get a single headliner's ticket, a club badge for days of dedicated club shows, or daily wristbands, just to name a few. So go on over to moontowercomedyfest.com now to get your tickets and badges. That's moontowercomedyfest.com. Imagine this, your next podcast recorded in the same studio where you're hearing this right now. That's Trick Hat Workway. Trick Hat is Austin's most hospitality-driven co-working space. And yes, they've got a pro-level podcast studio designed for creators, teams, and businesses who want high-quality recordings without the stress of hunting down space or gear. Just show up, plug in, and hit record. Outside the studio, Trick Hat's got you covered. From private offices to dedicated desks, they offer flexible co-working options to fit any business or entrepreneur's needs. And can we talk about the perks? Freshly brewed coffee from Manana, endless snacks, and crispy Diet Cokes. But what really makes Trick Hat different is the energy. From weekly networking opportunities to community trick chats, it's more than a place to work. It's where Austin comes to connect, create, and have fun doing it. Whether you're producing your next big idea or just need a space that feels good to work in, Trick Hat Workway is waiting for you, where it's always old Austin, new tricks. Visit trickhatworkway.com to learn more today. Speaking of some bullshit, whether you know it by Dirty Six or the new branded name of Old Six, or what I have started calling it, Old Dirty Six.
I like that.
The little stretch of it includes everybody. Old Dirty Six. Everybody knows this little stretch of road. Like if you live in Austin, Dirty Six is just a part of even if you don't go there, you know where it is. You know what happens over there. There's always some shenanigans. Every now and then you might get like me and trek over to Dead Rabbit and get some food and then scurry out of there before it gets too crazy. But,
you gotta get out of there before nightfall like a gremlin or something.
Listen, I gotta get out of there before nightfall because then the vampires and the crackheads come out. But like it is really, really just like a staple of our city, and they are changing it. There are big, big changes. So Kelsey, do you want to get into it?
I really, really do.
Okay.
This week, the city staffers made an official recommendation for a redesign of our big street. So this all actually started back in December 2024, and construction is still way out. Like they don't even have the money for this redesign yet. It might be in the next bond package in the fall. Like we've got lots of time. And the redesign is going to be 6th Street from I-35 to Congress Avenue. And this all started, if you listen to this podcast, you know that we had lots of opinions on APD opening the street to traffic. And that's kind of been where this redesign started. And now we're getting to like the bigger stuff. And so the city had 3 potential redesign plans to choose from, and they asked Austinites to participate in a survey, go to open houses. Like everyone had plenty of opportunities to speak up on this. And the one that they chose was design number 3. And it was the least popular design in the survey, which I think is interesting. Just 18% of the 3,700 people who took the survey strongly supported the redesign the city ended up choosing. And I think it has a lot to do with bike lanes, because the third design does not include bike lanes on either side of the street. But so once they find the money and once everything gets started, they have to like finalize design plans. So like, this could be changed a little bit. 6th Street would have 2 westbound vehicle lanes. Right now it's only one way. And they would have 25 feet of sidewalk added onto both sides of the road for walking, bike racks, benches, cafes, things like that. They would have an area for like rideshare drop-offs and delivery drop-offs. And then there's going to be new trees. Yay. And bollards, those like, how do I describe a bollard? Those like things, they're going to be on both sides of the street.
Like short concrete, not short towers to keep people from running over other people. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds, you guys know what a bollard is.
I don't actually, so now I have a picture in my mind now, but I don't know if it's the right thing.
It's like those like yellow poles.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, they're like poles to
like
keep
thick
you.
poles.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, and sometimes they retract into the ground, and
Yes.
sometimes they come back up. It keeps cars from being able to go places.
Yeah.
This sounds made up, but okay.
It's a little pole. Yeah, Kelsey and I made this up.
We made it up.
It's how we're
actually
gonna get
I'm being
rich.
pranked, and that's
We're
fine.
gonna get rich.
But so yeah, new trees, new bollards, new sidewalk, new lanes, but no bike lanes. But so the city said to make up for this, they're going to look at adding bike lanes to other downtown streets to complete some sort of bike lane corridor, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, what do you guys think?
I can tell Nikki and I have different levels of emotional investment about the bike lanes based on body.
Yeah,
Really?
these are two Austinites.
Well, okay. You go.
Listen,
You go.
no, you
Okay.
go first.
I'm
You're
a
a
guest.
guest.
Thank you. That's such hospitality. I love a bike lane. Obsessed with a bike lane. Do I bike anywhere? Absolutely not. Have I had a bike in years? No. It got stolen. Don't worry about it. But I thought that I know how important they are for the environment, for traffic and congestion, for the overall health of the city. I know Austin is a city that has a lot of people who love to use bikes as transit. So I do think that, like, yeah, if you're going to overhaul a major chunk of our like city's core, like, yeah, that's something you should like consider. But I will say, once I did read that the city was responding to it and saying that they were looking at adding bike lanes to like surrounding streets, in my non bike riding ass was like,
interesting.
okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, that sounds like a good solution because Sixth Street. Because to me, that chunk of Sixth Street, I don't really consider it a major thoroughfare because it is so much more just like a district where people gather and get crazy. And so if they're going to especially have it open to vehicular traffic, I don't know, like, it doesn't seem too unreasonable to me to have the bike lanes maybe just like a block over or something. But Nikki, you have other thoughts?
I actually kind of agree with you. The thing that I don't like, and the body language you're picking up is the city knew what they was going to do
Right.
when they sent out all of the three. They knew what they were going to
Yes.
do. The part of it that I don't like is them acting like we have some sort of say in it and then being like, okay, that's cute. Thank you so much. We're going to do what we want to do anyway. You should have just did what you wanted to do, because that is a huge amount of people that were like, we don't want. It's like, it would be different if it was a close call. If it was like, ooh, we wanted to pick between 3 and this other one, but we just went with 3. No, it wasn't even close. Yeah. It's like that friend that asks you their opinion about their shitty partner, and then you're like, this person is terrible. And they're like, oh, thanks so much. Okay, well, we're getting married. It's like that. It's like, I can't stand that kind of like, I hate it. You know what you're going to do. They knew what they were going to do. And I agree with you. I think that is a business street. And so the more we allow for like, the thing that I was most worried about was, how the hell are people going to drop things off? Deliveries. That's the thing I was most worried about. Musicians and deliveries. I don't know if you have been in the alley behind the 6th Street bar recently, but it is both dangerous and disgusting, and it is not a place that you want to load your gear into. There is an online song called Bourbon Street Gravy, and it talks about the disgustingness on the grounds at Bourbon Street. And all I can think about now is 6th Street Gravy. And so you do not want and you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say 6th Street Gravy. You don't want to roll all of your gear through the alley 6th Street Gravy. So I love the idea that they're keeping a way for musicians to load in, they're keeping a way for deliveries. But I'm also kind of like, how many I don't know, tables and shit do we need on the like, how much of that shit do we need? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, my thing with this is the point, and I know we've talked about this before, so I'm hoping someone can answer me, but is the point of this redesign not to take it from like being a dirty, gross, drunken street to being a historic, beautiful, like cleaner, blah, 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 kind of like 6th Street that's more like you can go there in the daytime and it won't be scary, right? That's the point, right?
That's the whole point. The whole point is they want to turn it into more like a town, not a town square. What am I, 70? But you know what I mean? Like yes.
Like a place where you can, like kind of like a South Congress, where you can go walk around, get something to eat, take your friends there who are from out of town.
I think it's exactly what you're saying to make into a South Congress. I know Stream Realty is like part of the redevelopment, and I think part of the old 6 specifically rebranding is to kind of almost like with like take your little scissors and cut out like the dirty 6 era and be like, no, this is way back when Austin was, a small little growing city, and before there were, orgies in the streets, there were general stores.
That was good. Okay, so if that's the point, why would we not have bike lanes? Yes, it's very nice to add bike lanes to other streets, but like, what are we doing? Like, even just one bike lane. Like, Austin is a very, very active city, and people are always biking.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
I think, see, now you got me second guessing. That's a really good point. They could have given, like, one little tiny ass bike lane wouldn't hurt anybody.
Like, if the point of all of this is to, like, feel like a small town and to be walkable and to be all these things, like, why don't you not just add that?
Because you gotta put your bollards in.
Your imaginary bollards that we made up.
Eric is like,
The bollards.
Still not convinced about
real.
that. Still not convinced. We are really trying. The city is really trying. They are really trying to make fetch happen. You know what I mean? Like, they're really trying to make Old Sixth happen. You're seeing it show up on closed buildings that I guess they're planning to open soon. You know what I mean? Like, they are really, really working on trying to make this a thing. And so I think that we're just going to continue having this conversation about this street that, I mean, it's been for generations. It's just been the place that you go to, you know, for the gravy and the revelry, right? And I'm not saying that that it can't be anything else. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I think the city should really be very intentional about what ends up happening, because it's what you might do is go too far the other way and turn into a South Congress where there's an Hermes and there's you know what I mean? Like,
well, and like Pecan Street Festival isn't even on Pecan Street on 6th Street anymore. So, like, you know, we're already seeing things changing on the road, and it's sad.
I want to get into something that's super, super important and that I'm really, really, really want to, like, dive into. And that is what y'all doing this weekend.
I thought you had some secret topic that was, like, really important.
No,
this is really important, but I thought you were about to be like,
me being nosy is
guys.
very important, Kelsey. Very, very important. There are lots of things happening. Okay. Eric, do you want to go first?
I would love to. I'm so used to that treatment as the guest now that, like, I kind of expect it, you know?
It's giving kid at a sleepover that's like, I'm the guest, I get to pick the game. Thank you.
And I do have opinions. Well, to no one's surprise here, I am going to probably see a movie this weekend. I know, shocker, crazy.
Oh my God, no way.
I know, it's very out of character for me. But one that I am very excited about is Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. It's the new Jim Jarmusch movie. It's playing at AFS Cinema and at Alamo, probably other places, but I only go to those usually. It's a story about 3 different families, and kind of like the themes interconnect. But one family has Cate Blanchett as an adult daughter. Another one has Adam Driver as an adult son, and the other one has India Moore from the show Pose. Love her. She's great. She's also been booking, like, bigger roles lately, I feel, so I'm, like, very excited to see her in sort of this, like, more prestigious movie by kind of an auteur director. But it's just basically kind of about, you know, adults, children sort of, like, dealing with their parents and their siblings, as the title suggests, and kind of very much like, you can't choose your family, but how do you, like, choose your life kind of vibe. And I just love all those actors. I love Jim Jarmusch. I love Only Lovers Left Alive. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
Which I actually rewatched recently, and it holds up. It's the...
Really?
Yeah, Tilda Swinton, Tom Hiddleston, vampires. What's not to like? Anyway, so that's what I'm going to probably see.
I love those, like, complicated family movies. I just really do. And I love Jim Jarmusch too. I might have to go check that out. I feel like you are a resource that I am not taking advantage of. I need to be asking you more about movies.
You need to subscribe to Eric's newsletter. It's all about movies.
I'm on Eric's Substack.
Okay, good. Okay. Sorry. He just put out his movie list for 2025, and I was like, I don't know what any of these are.
Don't libel Megan Sis's name. She subscribes.
Sorry.
Kelsey, what are you doing this weekend?
Okay, so for me this weekend, I'm going to sneak a weather update in here because...
Yes.
So it's going to be really nice this weekend. And so I think everyone should get outside. On Saturday, it's going to be sunny with a high of 59. Is that not perfect?
Wow.
Nikki is giving me
If you would
such a
have said a
look.
high of 70, I'd have been like, that is perfect, honey.
No, it's going to be perfect because the sun's going to make you warm and you can wear a
Yeah.
jacket.
I'm on board.
Oh,
that
sounds
I'm on board.
nice. Well, and
Okay,
then
that
Sunday,
works.
it'll also be mostly sunny with a high of 63. Hmm?
Okay,
Is
better,
that
better.
4
better.
degrees.
Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it.
So I think I'm going to try and get out to Jester King on Saturday, which sounds like the perfect, like, cool day activity to do. It is a brewery out near Dripping Springs, and it's like big and it's outside, and I think there's still goats there. I don't know. I haven't been in a minute, but yeah, it's a little drive.
Love Jester King.
And so I want to do that. And then I also want to get out so it's free week at the Jones Center right now, and it lasts through Sunday, where you can go to the Jones Center for free and see some art. And they have some awesome stuff on display right now. They have Teddy Sandoval and the Butch Garden School of Art. And it's so good.
It is.
It's
We were
so
all there
good.
at the same
It's
time.
so good. You
Yeah.
have to go see it.
Yes,
Yes.
it is so good.
Yes.
It's
And
so
like
good.
so many, like their current exhibits are going to end on Sunday. That's like their last day. So you should get out and go and do that because it sounds, I don't know. I love, like, there's so many like free weeks at our art museums or like free Sundays at like the Bullock Museum and stuff. And I feel like we need to take more advantage of that. And so I'm going to try and go do that this weekend.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready, Nikki,
Okay, so
for her 100 things.
So off top, just as a reminder, a gentle reminder, free weekend, but they used to be full free week, starts today. And through the weekend, all of the entire Red River District, free music. Anywhere you go, free. So take advantage of free week. The thing that I am most excited about that I will be doing that is happening tonight is the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire Show at the Moody
Yeah, baby.
Center.
I cannot believe you're into
Wait,
this.
I can 100%
Yes,
believe this.
ma'am.
This is nothing but like, yes, I'm
Yeah.
on. This is matching my mental picture of Nikki
Yeah.
entirely.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. For some reason, it falls under like going to Barton Springs. Like when I think of, you're like not into the outdoors so much. Like it falls under that same category for some reason.
You're not wrong. Like when you think about Monster Trucks, rednecks, loud country music, I get yes. But I am willing to go through all of that because the actual spectacle is just so good. I went a couple of years ago. I had earplugs in the whole time because it's just too loud. And then I just watched like a child with my eyes wide. I couldn't hear shit, but I was like, oh, lights, trucks, gasoline. I love it so much. It's so stupid. It's just like fire and lasers. That's what's happening tonight. Sorry, y'all. And then tomorrow, y'all know I love Cumbia. Seaboy's Heart and Soul is doing like a dance class and Cumbia night. So it's Los Desechos and the Cumbia movement. And so they're going to start off doing a little like instructions, and then it's going to be a whole night of Cumbia at Seaboy's.
Wait, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, super fun. It's like $15. And it starts at like 9:30. And also happening tomorrow, the 11th annual Bowie Bash at Drinks Lounge, which sounds like it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of awesome. It's a good time. There's going to be DJs spinning only vinyl all night from 1964 to 1984. All David Bowie. Everybody dresses up. You get prizes for like the best dressed Bowie. There's face painting, so you can get your little fucking like lightning bolt.
Yeah. Are you going to dress up?
Maybe, probably. I mean, listen, any excuse, really.
Yeah, I understand that.
Any excuse. It's like $5 at the door, and there's a photo booth, and you can get shirts. So anyway, that's great. Okay, now these last two things. My friend's band, I used to be in an all-female a cappella group. She is now in a new band called Miss Guilty. They're playing at Nomad on Sunday at 4 p.m. Cute little day show. But I saw something today that I'm going to try to convince some of my friends to go with me. It's called Magic Hunks. Girls Night Out presents Magic Hunks on Sunday at 7. Sorry. At the 29th Street Ballroom.
The delivery. Magic Hunks.
And it's like the poster has 10 men without their shirts on, just oiled to filth and with cowboy hats on and tattoos, just like flexing as hard as they possibly can. So I'm imagining it's like some Magic Mike type stuff, but because of copyrights, they can't call it Magic Mike. It's Magic Hunks.
That didn't occur to me. I thought they were just like magical.
No, I think it's like Magic
I
Hunks.
see.
At the
They couldn't
29th
have gone with like Magic Matthew or like some other.
Magic Hunks. I need to see what is happening and how the 29th Street Ballroom is where you ended up doing this. And that's all.
They have a website, and you can meet the hunks. They have like a whole guide to all the hunks.
What?
Yeah.
Not the
Listen.
Okay, can I read some of their names?
Give me some names, because that's my favorite part.
They range from like, the average like Max or Nash or whatever. But then there's one I think we all might like Pleasure. This is Pleasure, everyone.
Oh
my God.
Jax, Igor.
Come on, Jax, with the early 2000 faux hawk. Wait, Igor?
Yeah, Igor feels a little. I don't know about Igor. He needs a branding overhaul. Frenchie, I'm assuming he's French.
I don't know. Igor might be working right now because of heated rivalry.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. AJ Steele. These are also
AJ Steele.
These are also very. Oh my God. There's one named Ragnar, and he's like a Viking. Wow.
Oh, he's covered with
like.
Yeah, he's covered with like animal pelt.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So everybody within the sound of my voice, Magic Hunks, bro. You can see Igor and Ragnar and Showtime. And I want to be very clear. I am giggling because of I think it's hilarious, but also that's not ironic. I will be in that thing if I can find somebody to go with me, throwing dollars and screaming just like everybody else, because I love a spectacle. I love a spectacle. I don't want you to touch me, but I will watch you centipede and body roll oiled up all over somebody else, and I will throw money at you. Sure will.
We should do, and I'm not even saying this to segue us, we should do a member event with the Magic Hunks. Nikki's eyes just got so big. Can you imagine? Hey guys.
Oh my God, Magic Hunk member events. Hey guys, I want to tell you about our member event coming up, Magic Hunks. And speaking of member events, City Cats Neighbors is a great way to stay up to date and be connected with not just us, but other Austinites. And you can become a neighbor today. And in addition to hearing your name just like shouted on this podcast, you might be able to convince Kelsey to also put it in the newsletter if you give her gifts, or maybe just ask nicely.
I'll even sing it.
That's even better. Kelsey will sing it. Forget everything else.
Nikki.
Kelsey will sing your name if you become a neighbor today, and you get other perks too that aren't nearly as cool as Kelsey singing your name. One that I especially love is our member events. We really, really are going to go all out for our member events this year. So become our neighbor. And we're planning a really fun trivia night that you do not want to miss, because just imagine it, us and trivia. It's guaranteed to go off the rails.
And prizes.
Yeah. So go to membership.citycast.fm to become a City Cast Austin neighbor today. Eric, Kelsey, thank you so much for going on this ride with me and being here. Eric, it's always a pleasure and a delight to have you on the podcast.
That's part of my week.
Aw, me too.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all. That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Norvek. Our producers this week are Noah Snyderman, Lizzie Goldsmith, Elizabeth Kama, Zoe Culkin, and Alyssa Castles. And I'm your host, Nikki Devon. Our Hey Austin newsletter editors this week are Natalia Aldana and Kelsey Bradshaw. Music is by Nelson Valente Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by Alva Kimonos, Carl Christensen, Alexandra Woodard, courtesy of EpidemicSound.com, and Blue Lou and 747 from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. If you enjoyed our show, you already know. Tell your friends, rate our show, leave us a review, and do not forget to subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.